Welcome to Gone in 60 Seconds. Today we have the brand new Audi Q4 e-tron. This is the S-Line 45 edition. Thank you very much to Marshall Audi in Taunton for lending us this car and giving us the opportunity to talk about it today. This is fully electric, four-wheel drive, and it's pretty awesome. We're taking a little break in between the showers and this is what you have. It's a really beautiful car. So you get these wonderful matrix LED headlights. The grille obviously is all blanked out where you'd normally have your radiators because it's electric, so it doesn't need all that cooling. So you can immediately tell it's an e-tron. If you come round the side of the car, see the styling, S-Line badges because it's the sports one. You've got your folding mirrors, and this has the droopy sloping backline, which is really nice. Beautiful wheels on there as well. And as with pretty much all new Audis, you've got this beautiful light bar that stretches all the way across the back. E-TRON badging at the bottom there. It's a little bit dirty because we've been through some country lanes to get to this beautiful place, but nice rear spoiler on the back gives that sporty look, complements it. And of course, with electric cars, they need to be as aerodynamically efficient as possible because that helps give you range. Efficiency is the key. That is why they've all got these beautiful lines, and it's all done in a wind tunnel to make it as efficient as possible. Charging port is on this side. It's not going to open now because the car's locked, isn't it? Charging port here. As you can see, got your fast charger and your AC and DC charging, which of course we'll talk about that and the range a little bit later on. Coming all the way back round, all the same things you saw on the other side. S-Line badging. She's a beauty, don't you think? Time to have a look at the boot. So the button is under here. You can obviously just pop it open with the key, and you can do the foot wobbly thing. It just never works, does it, when you do it? Although you did it earlier and it worked fine. So here's your boot. Nice square shaped boot, 520 litres with the seats up. It's quite a nice usable space. And this one, it's got the rubber matting, and then under here you have some extra space for your cables, which is always handy. There's some hooks for your bags. It's quite a nice usable space actually, isn't it? The seats obviously all fold down, and that gives you loads and loads more space. I'll show you how easy that is. So just a little clip that you push, you do it one-handed. Just like that. And it's a 60-40 split. Right, here we are in the back, and it's pretty big in here. There's quite a lot of space. I've got loads of space for my feet. Oh, it's pretty comfortable as well. These seats, this is a leather pack, and it's really nice in here. You've got some USB charging there, also a 12 volt if you wanted to put in your other chargers. You've got your climate in the back here and your vents. There's no storage on the back of the seats, but there is loads and loads of room. Now, in the door bins, let's come across there and I'll show you. You've got door bins so you can put your bottles and your drinks. A cup holder up here as well. It's quite a lot of space. This one's spec'd with the tech pack, so you get the Sonos sound system as well, which we have tested and is really good. Now in here, you've got Isofix here, and Isofix here, nothing in the middle of course. And when you pull this down, you get cup holders. So here we are in the front of the Q4 e-tron, and it's a bit lovely actually. It's quite plush. It's obviously a premium German brand, so you'd expect it to be really, really nice, but the materials are good. There are some plastics here, but they're shiny and textured, and everywhere else just feels really, really good. The steering wheel is beautiful, and it's kind of got this sort of 2-4 spoke, whichever way you want to call it, but it's really, really nice. Beautiful textures on the steering wheel, and it's great to hold. It does have these sort of touch sensitive pads on there, but I've not had any problem with them. They're not quite as hit and miss as some, so it's actually been all right. So you have to give them a pass based on the fact that I've tried them and I think they work pretty well. In the middle, your center console sort of floats in the air. You got the piano black. It's obviously nice and shiny until you get your fingerprints all over it. Start stop button, drive select mode, and here is where you choose your gear, effectively your reverse. Obviously it's electric, so it doesn't have gears as such. That's all quite nice on there. Down here you've got some storage underneath. You've got 12 volt, 2 USB-Cs, and your wireless charging is hidden here. So to charge your phone, you have to slide it down in the clip, and that then charges. It tells you there that your phone's being charged up on the screen, and it's done in that way so it can't distract you. You can't see the screen, you can't see it at all, so it's down there. I assume the idea being that if you've got it connected to the system, then everything you would actually need while you're driving is going to come up on the screen, but it's out the way, and that works really nicely actually. I like that. 2 decent sized cup holders down here, and you've got a cubby hole there, which is good. Now these seats, this car's got the leather pack in. These seats are heated seats. They're really, really nice. You've got the extra support there for under your knees, which is good, and you've got all this side bolster support, which is really good. Isofix in the front passenger seat is absolutely brilliant. It's surprising how many cars don't have that, and it's really useful if it's just you in the little one and you're going out. This is really, really nice, and of course heated for those cold British weather days. Okay, let's have a look up here. It's got a light, always useful, and I've got one as well on the driver's side. Lights up here, your SOS button, and your cabin style lights up here to tell you what's going on, telling me off because I haven't got my seatbelt on, that sort of thing. Your visibility out the back is actually pretty good. You've got the spoiler that goes across the back of the window that sort of cuts the view in half, but actually it doesn't matter. You can see really well out the back, and a lot of these cars, I mean a lot of cars of this size and shape have little to no back window. You know, the Polestar 4 has no back window at all, so that's really, really nice, and you can maneuver really well with that. Obviously you've got nice big door mirrors that fold in as well, so your visibility in this car is really, really good. Now let's have a look at the infotainment screen and buttons. So first of all, you'll note you've actually got some physical buttons under here for your climate, which physical buttons are always appreciated, so thank you for that, Audi. You've got your buttons for your heated seats, you can toggle on how much you want them. These, it just makes life so much easier. Why doesn't everybody do this and not have everything on the screen? This is brilliant. Let's have a look up here. You've got your map in full size, then it's really nice and easy to use. Once you've logged in, you can use Alexa in the car. You've got your DAB radio here, music in the cloud, obviously pay your phone, and your nav. It's really, really nice. It's quite responsive. The best bit though is the driver display, because you've got a digital driver display over here, and I'll bring the camera over so you can see from my point of view. With the driver display, it has got so much information. It tells you how much left of your battery, it tells you what radio station you're listening to, that your doors are open, tells you what drive mode you're in. Also, getting your map and your navigation coming up on the screen right in front of your face is just a game changer. It makes such a big difference because you've got all that information. You don't have to take your eyes off the wheel. You don't have to flick through menus to get all the information you need. It's just really, really useful. So we found an Instavolt charger, we've got it plugged in. Well, we go and have some lunch. Let's see what charge it adds. We were at about 150 miles when we left the car. So we'll give it a shot and see what happens. Wow, so we've been out for lunch for about an hour. We've plugged into the Instavolt charger whilst we had lunch in a nice pub around the corner. And it now says we've got 285 miles of range available. And when we left it was about 150. So if you're going to do long distances, you're going to stop and have some lunch, aren't you? That's brilliant. So the most important question with a car like this is, what is it like to drive? Now, you do get a lot of feel, despite it being slightly higher because it's on the Q series, so it's SUV. But you do get quite a lot of feel. It's quite nimble. It's very fun. When you put your foot down, it goes very quickly. It's not face-splittingly fast, but it does jump really, really quickly because you get all of the power immediately the second you put your foot down, as you do in a lot of electric vehicles. The question though is going to be is whether it's compelling enough to buy, whether as a business customer, having it as your company car or your salary sacrifice car, or as a consumer, you're going to put it on your PCP or whatever, because it's a big investment. And there are lots of smaller brands now that make very good cars. There's no terrible cars being made, really. Everyone's making decent cars. So does it have a spark? Does it give you enough to make you want to pay the premium for the badge? Is this place in the market enough of a difference from the slightly cheaper brands to make it worth the while? And you've got to say yes, it is, because to drive it feels great. The range is really good, 300 miles. Most people don't do 300 miles in a single go all the time. You know, if you're commuting every day, 20, 30 miles or whatever, maybe, you know, you got 10 days worth of charge in one go. And if you're charging at home overnight, which most people do with an electric car, then it's almost a no-brainer, because it's pennies, isn't it? It's what, 7 pence per kilowatt hour on an overnight charge. You know, for a few quid, you've charged your battery up and you've got best part of 2 weeks worth of running. So it is cheap to run, but then that could be said for all electric cars. This hasn't got just the range. It has that feel. You know it's premium. It feels great to drive. It gives you loads of feedback. Then the technology is stunning. The screens, the digital display, so much information. The speed of charging, the space in here is incredible. Much, much bigger than a lot of its rivals. It feels bigger as well. And obviously you can upgrade, you can have the panoramic roof and all sorts, but it doesn't feel like a dark or dingy place to be. It's great. It feels really nice. It feels quite large. Visibility's good. It's like they've thought of everything. There's places for you to charge all your stuff, and it makes you feel good to drive. It feels great because when you put your foot down, it goes. It gives you something to smile about. It's a really good car, and it is worth the extra money because it's an investment. If you're driving a lot, you need to be happy doing it. You need to have fun. You need need to have a car that makes you feel better, and this does that. It has that premium badge, so it doesn't look out of place at the golf club, just like it doesn't look out of place off-road in the sort of lakes and places we've taken it to today. It looks great everywhere, and it's practical for almost every solution, almost every situation. It's the perfect family car because you've got the 3 ISOFIX points, the decent sized boot, the decent range, and it's the perfect company car because you get the maximum benefit in kind allowance because it's electric, as well as having quick charging and a really good range, and it feels premium. So yes, it does have a spark. It has everything you could want. Absolutely brilliant car.
Okay, we're just going to quickly whiz through and configure the car that we had today so you can see exactly the spec that we used. So Q4 Sportback E-TRON. We had the S-Line trim, which had the sport suspension, privacy glass, S-Line exterior styling, ambient lighting pack, and the pedals in stainless steel. Now ours was the 45 E-TRON QUATTRO because it was the 4-wheel drive version. 0 to 62 in 6.6 seconds, 286 PS, 28-minute charging time, 10 to 80%, which is nice and rapid. Easily the time you're going to go and have something to eat or drink at the service station, and 319 to 330 miles-ish of range. Now, in my calculations today, I think I would have hit about 300, but if you're a bit more careful, you probably get even higher than that. That's a really, really good strong range. Further down, we're going to look at the paint. The paint we had today, stunning pebble grey, and that is free on this one. It's the standard paint. There's all these other colours options as well. The alloys that we had were standard. They were the 20-inch alloys on that particular model. LED headlights are standard on this. The interior, so we have this S-Line leatherette included. There are other options, but I thought that was just absolutely stunning as it was. Then the optional packs, the technology pack is a little bit cheaper because we had the 45 trim. So that gets the Sonos premium sound system, the Matrix headlights, and the 12-volt socket and USB in the rear, which are very, very useful. Obviously, you can add loads of other things like your heat pump and your warranties, etc., 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 and obviously the panoramic roof if you wish. But if you wanted to buy that, the best place to buy it from is Marshall Audi in Taunton, who will give you an amazing deal.
So, in conclusion, after some time with this car, you have to say it really has got a spark. It's quick, it's fun, it's full of space, loads of tech, all the features you could need. So I absolutely love it. Massive thanks to Taunton Audi. They've been really good in allowing us to use the car for the day. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get notified every time we add a new video. Thank you so much.